Well, welcome back to the summer of 1705, United Provinces campaign. We're just finishing off the French fleet now. We lost one of our ships doing so, but it looks like we're about to capture all three of them now. Again, as I said to you in the previous video, there's lots of stopping and starting and pausing, etc., while I line ships up and make sure they don't fire at my own. But we are approaching the end now. Obviously don't end battle, because what will happen is that last ship there will get away and you'll end up with only two for prize money and no option to capture, so no possibility of replacing the lost ship. Finishing off the battle means that you can get a couple of them for prize money and take his best ship, or the least damaged one, into your navy to replace the one that he's just knocked out. So really these sea battles are more than paying for themselves. You never lose ships. You lose them during a battle, but then you get them back, or you even get more than what you went in with, and you gain prize money as well, which will repair your fleet and also give you further finances to be used in the game later on. There you go, just about to board that one that was routing. We've caught him. Couple of grape shots going in there before we go in. That grape was enough to break his morale as I was about to board, so no fight was necessary. Okay, we've taken his best shot. His best ship, sorry. And taking the prize money for the other two. Pick up the infantry unit. I believe they were pikemen, I think. I can't remember now. Pretty useless infantry anyway, but okay for popping fleets out of ports. Put the ships together and take them back to my own port to have them all repaired. Unfortunately, you can see the green there. They're not quite going to reach. We'll get them as near as we can for next turn now. Checking again on the number of troops that I've got in my capital, in Amsterdam. Just making sure that the recruitments went through okay. There's no reason why they shouldn't do, but it's always nice to have the reassurance that I do have those troops there in the capital. Okay, just checking there that my building construction was going ahead as normal. Checking the numbers of people that we've got in the fort, see if those have been replenished, the ones that we asked to be replenished. Doing our usual trick here of destroying a building. I've phased that one out because I go in there about 10-15 times. There's no point in you watching me repeatedly go in and out of that building in order to destroy it. Needless to say, we've taken it down to a completely black bar, no red bar whatsoever on there at all now. Okay, just looking at the troops again that we've got around here. When you get into enemy territory with units, it's good to remember to sabotage his buildings. You can see that one is still on fire. So maybe he's getting to a stage here where he's unable to replenish his buildings. That unit there from Westphalia is sitting in my land. If you remember, very, very early on, I agreed to give them unlimited access to my lands for trade. If that's all he's going to do, stand there, I'm quite happy with that. But obviously it's quite intimidating having a unit so close to you as well. But I'm going to have to put up with that for now because I want the trade. If I decide to remove it from him, you know, the unlimited access, he's likely to remove the trade as well, and I don't want that to happen. Again, what I'm going to do here is bob in and out of both of those buildings, damage them, taking them down to an absolute zero, so that it's going to cost him, depending on which building it is, 1,500, sometimes it can cost even 2,000, you know, to repair one of those buildings. Just going once, it's only 150. There you go, so I've speeded all that up, and so you can just see me going in there once, but I did go in several times. Okay.
Verder nog iets. Naar links. Marcheren. Naar de orders.
Can't really recruit any more fleets at the moment. It shouldn't need to, actually, because I've just taken one of his ships, like I say, and I'll be replenishing my own soon anyway, so perhaps I don't need any more ships there in the English Channel. They seem to be decent enough to do what I need them to do at the moment anyway. So, okay, just whizzing over to the Americas, just to find out what the situation is there. Just take an overall check of the Americas there, look around the ocean just to see what's there, make sure there aren't any fleets there that can threaten my ports, or, you know, any armies about to land from the fleet. Okay, this is one I put off building before because Cuba isn't taking any tax anyway, so I'm wondering if it's worth, you know, actually restoring the buildings or not in order to improve taxation. I think by the time it takes to build that building, I will be taxing Cuba, so it's probably worth doing it now. I've put it off a bit, you know, as long as I need to, really, I think. Okay, just 2.5 minutes left of this video to go, and we should be reaching the end of the summer of 1705 and approaching the winter of 1705 shortly. And notice, of course, we can't improve on that port because we haven't developed the technology yet to do that. We're still trying to develop that one at the moment, naval shore facilities. Okay, so it's mainly wrecking the economy this time and getting my ships back and replenishing the fleet. And of course stealing one of his ships and the prize money. It's always nice to have. There's the end of turn. So we're approaching the winter now, 1705. I'll just show the British movements and the French movements. There they go, raiding the well, I should say raiding. What they're doing is they're getting rid of the Barbary pirates that are blocking the trade routes, which is always good news for me if I can rely on the British to do that. Maybe it's payback time for me for getting rid of the pirates, certainly the Caribbean pirates. One or two French ships poking about. He's getting that one out quickly, isn't he? Wish I'd have known that was appearing. I would have liked that one. Okay, there we go, turn end. And we've got a gentleman that's appeared on a Caribbean island, which would take me several turns to get on a ship, get it across, over to Amsterdam, where I've got my school. So I'm not raising any taxes from here. It's a very poor area anyway, so I'm going to get rid of my building in there, and I'm going to build a school, put my gentleman over there so he can go in there next time. Crazy place for a gentleman to appear. Final bits of end turn. Notice we didn't steal the research, so I'm going to bang him back in there, see if I can get the research this time. Square formation.